Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sarah, and we're the Global Geezers. We are in Verona, Italy today, and we're only here for a week, but we wanted to share what we see and what we find, and we're just gonna go for a stroll and take you with us.
Yep, so let's go.
All right, the river is right around the corner from our Airbnb, and check out this view. It's a beautiful day. We were gonna walk maybe this way, but I don't see a walkway that continues down this side. So we might not be able to stay next to the river the whole time, but we'll check it out. Looks beautiful up on the hills too. We're walking over to this big building over here, and I kind of want to walk over here where we can see the front of it a little bit better as we approach. Wow. Regal purple curtains in the front, looks like. We're gonna go check it out.
Oh, this is a cemetery.
I bet you anything that all of these flowers and lanterns and photos and everything on all of these graves are here fresh from All Saints Day on November 1st, which was
A few days ago.
well, what's today? 7th. So yeah, about a week ago.
An interesting thing we just noticed is that each area is a section of people who died the same year. Like this is all 1996. Everybody who in this section died in 1996. Kind of a unique way to do it.
This one was born 1842 and died 1909.
Yeah.
So that's the oldest person listed, at least, in
Right.
this family
I
mausoleum.
mean the Bianchi.
Yeah, these are like family crypts, basically. That's the entrance to the family crypt or the family tomb. Okay, we've learned that this was probably built in the 1800s, but if you look at these pillars, they've got like little pits in them, like bullet holes were hit, you know, like this was in some kind of war.
So most of the remaining walls are from the 1200s. There are 2 gates where there's pieces of them left from the Roman times. But the rest of it is after the 1200s. This walkway is not going to look like this in a few weeks because there will be no more leaves on the trees. It's really pretty right now.
Italy recently had some torrential rains. That's why this river is just moving along real quick. I don't know if you can see it, but these leaves are falling like crazy right now.
This one just fell right over here to say hello.
We're gonna go cross over that bridge right there. Head back into the old town. All right, here's Teatro Romano. It's a Roman museum. It's a archaeological museum. So you can see some old Roman ruins behind the fenced wall. Up top, you can see that they're holding it together with some brick. Man, I need a raft. These are some cool rapids to go down. That looks old. That's looking back at the archaeological museum and my house on the top. All right, we're back over the river in the old city. Well, like I said, this is probably all old city, but yeah. Looking for a place to eat now.
If I wasn't hungry, I'd go that way. We're at a little trattoria right over the bridge in the old town, right along the wall. So both today and last night at dinner, we got a little bit of peanuts and then a little container with some chips in it. Potato chips. And today now they give us a little bag that has bread in it, so that's probably it probably comes with Kevin's thing because mine's a sandwich. So
Sarah got a panini and I got gnocchi. How can you go wrong? We're back out seeking an adventure.
we're just gonna explore.
Yeah, we're just gonna walk around. I don't know if that's the church name or what, but that's the sign on the church. There's a cost. Yeah, it's €8 to get in. Was it 8 or 4 euros to get in?
4 each.
4 each. So 8 total. And homie, don't do that. Unless it's a historical church, and I don't think this is, I mean, there's history behind the church, but I don't think it's historical, you know? I mean, it's not a church I've ever heard of, so. I have no idea what this is. But it seems like we're on the wrong side of the road. Oh, a piazza. There's not a lot of tourists in this piazza. I'm surprised. That looks like old stone.
Yep, it does. Looks like some of the base structures.
A lot in this area. Looking at these stones, these have to be like original stones. That is a statue of Dante. That sculpture is so eroded from that building. Wow.
get some shopping done. These buildings could use a little paint job. A little stucco and paint. Probably the most famous Shakespearean play is Romeo and Juliet, and this is supposedly the balcony in Verona where it happened. Biblioteca. Oh, that's pretty. This is the Verona Library.
So this is one of two remaining gates that were Roman gates that didn't get destroyed. Obviously, there's not that much left of the piece of it, but they were able to keep this one little piece of it. And so there's only two of them left in the city.
Looks like Roman footings, and there's something underneath the walkway that extends over to the other side, but we're waiting for people to clear, so. I don't know. Kind of looks like a cistern or some kind of old bathtub. I don't know. I love old stuff. This cathedral's right down the street from our Airbnb. It's awesome. It is under some renovation though.
A lot of boring math later.
So we're out, not early, but earlier for us. It's just after, it's probably about 9:20ish or so. But it seems like there's a lot more people that come out late morning into midday. So I just kind of wanted to avoid that because look at this view, this walkway. Love all the colors of the trees, the contrast between the trunks and the leaves right now, and there's so many more leaves on the ground. Not too much of fall left. It seems some clouds in the distance. It's supposed to rain tonight, so we wanted to get out and see things while we still had a little bit of specks of sunshine here and there.
It's cold.
It is chilly.
All right, here's our rental car for the week.
All right, we found the park. It's along the southern edge of the main old town near the river, but we thought, well, let's walk through here. And up the stairs, there's this little pond here. I thought maybe there was a fountain, but I don't see a fountain. I just see like a pipe that pushes water into it, so maybe there's another fountain somewhere around here.
Kind of looks like we're on top of the old city walls as we get toward the main gate, which you'll see soon.
Looks like maybe some kind of fortification, maybe to defend.
Yeah, like this probably was a moat area before because it's down below, but
Yeah.
the gate is straight ahead.
All right, this is the southern gate that we have arrived at. Pretty busy traffic-wise, but it's still pretty grand. They've left the main sections intact, it looks like.
Originally constructed in 1533 to 1540.
Think of all of the carriages and, you know, how many either Romans and, I mean, the centuries, you know, of people coming through these gates before they got closed down, not used anymore. They were rebuilt. These aren't the original Roman gate, but they were restructured in the 1200s. So that's why there's still a lot here, but a lot of it was rebuilt. Something happened in 1797, and it looked like they had a list of names and their ages or something, so couldn't really read it. It was in Italian. We're on the back side now. Looks like the stairs go down on the pedestrian doors, and that's looking into the city from the gate. As you can see, well, maybe not, it's really still pretty small on this camera, but there's another gate up ahead, and that's where you see the tower on one side and a little peaky thing on the other side.
There's a pretty median that's got a lot of flowers still for being close to winter. Sarah likes to go down the dark alleys, side streets and stuff. She's found one to her liking.
Well, how cool is that?
Car, pretty.
So now this gives you an idea of what the back streets look like. There's some interesting things in here, like this entrance gate with this big door. This is really interesting.
All right, it looks like this might be the entrance to a museum, but it doesn't look like there's anything stopping you from crossing over here, so. Pretty cool. It's like there's an old stone carving of a name of something behind me. Looks like an old palace. It's almost like Moroccan shaped windows on this building, and then over here it's more Romanesque.
Yeah, those are more Ottoman.
Yeah, they are.
Structure.
Really cool. Shows what was built and how things were added on at different times of over the centuries. So over to our right is the courtyard that we just showed you, where the museum, access to the museum is. And this is a little walkway that you can get to the other side of the river. Okay, we just spotted this section over here of an old remaining wall, and it looks like an aqueduct.
Oh yeah, I got some old stuff.
Dating to the end of the 1st century AD.
But that aqueduct, that's been there for like, or parts of it, what's left.
Dating to the end of the 1st century AD. Wow. The things you find just walking down the street. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but they're using this historical site for underground parking. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels of underground parking that I can see. They might go deeper. It's a way to use a historical site so nobody does anything to it. I find it kind of funny that here us Americans are in Italy and all this old ancient stuff. To the Italians, it's like, no big deal. To us, we're like, oh wow, look at this, look at that. And they just go about their normal day like,
They live here. It's no big deal to them.
yeah, but still, it's just,
Part of their history that they grew up with.
yeah. They do have a bus system, but we haven't found a place where you can buy tickets if you need to buy them on the bus or not. So, but that's pretty much all they have here is a bus system. We haven't used it yet. We probably won't. This is the second Roman gate still here in Verona. It's looks like they're working on it. It's all scrimmed up, but it gives you an idea what it looks like from the scrim, minus the commercial banner in front of it. Love that old city wall. They have openings like that periodically through the wall.
They're pretty colors. The last of the fall colors.
Yep. Yep, they have their own coliseum, and they still use it for concerts. I see. Holds about 19,000 people. You can take a tour inside. It costs money though. Since we've seen the granddaddy of all coliseums, I think we'll pass on this one. What do you think?
That's fine. I don't need to see inside.
Next to the Coliseum is pretty much where all the tourist restaurants are. And they're not overly priced, so it's not too bad.
Well, that's Verona.
It's a pretty good sized city. Of course, this was taken over a few days.
Yeah, we were only there for a week, so everything was kind of a compilation of everything that we did within that week. I could have definitely spent more time there. What about you?
Yeah, it's a bigger city than what we showed.
Yeah.
We only scratched the surface. There's a lot to Verona. It's a really nice Italian city that probably doesn't get its props. It probably should be bigger on the scale of importance.
I don't know. There was a decent size like old town area, which we both enjoy because you never know what you're going to find in the architecture and the way they did things and how they try to incorporate them into nowadays to try to, you know, have a functioning city. We always enjoy that. So I could definitely see coming back here and spending a little bit more time.
Yeah. We'll probably do that someday, but there's so many other beautiful Italian cities and villages to see.
And other cities and in other countries.
Yes. So much to see, so little time. But we're on to our next Italian city next week that you'll get to see right here on this wonderful channel that everybody should subscribe to.
Woohoo!
Yeah. But until then,
Bye.
bye.
Head back into the old town. Well, this is an old town. The whole thing is an old town, but the older old town, the oldest, you know, you got it.
We're back out seeking an... God, why can't I talk?
Winter is coming. Let's go.
We were waiting for some loud tourists to get a ways away from us before we started crossing.
Yeah, because we're not loud enough. Place where you can buy tickets. I don't know if you have to buy them on top. Buy them on top. Yeah, I got to buy them on top of the bus.